Hey guys, Smee here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be uploading another update video, which I plan to do at least 2 between each one of the stories from now on, so everybody can keep track of where we're at and know when the next stories are ready to be decided. So as most of you guys who are already subscribed to my channel know that the next 2 stories have been decided. However, if you don't know that or you're new to my channel, I will be informing you here in the next few minutes on who has been decided. But before we go into the next 2 stories, I want to thank everyone for all their recommendations, all their requests, and all their comments and compliments. I love it. I love seeing that when I come up online, and I love getting the emails. It makes my day. And so I want to thank you guys all so much for supporting my channel and for commenting and helping me decide on who's going to be next. I also want to apologize to those of you whose recommendations aren't able to be used for the next uploading, and the main reason for most of those to be denied is because I either don't already have them unlocked and have to wait to purchase their stories, or I don't currently have the game downloaded, and right now I can't download another game, mostly due to the storage space issue I have on my cell phone. If I was able to download another one, I would gladly download another game and another story. However, I still have to wait to purchase that story as well, so it would still not be able to be done in the next series of uploads. So I do want to apologize to you all for that inconvenience is the word I'm looking for, because I know a lot of you guys were looking forward to some of those characters, and I am deeply sorry that I cannot upload those in the next set of uploads for stories. But they will be done here in the near future, so you can look forward to seeing them on my channel, because I do take all my recommendations to heart and I write them all down, so I know when it goes time for me to get more stories, who to unlock and what to look into, because I want to make sure that I can upload stories that you guys are going to actually enjoy. So I can promise you that if your characters were not decided for this round of uploads, they will be done, if not in the next set, but soon after. So just because I don't upload them right now or next in line doesn't mean I'm not going to upload them. It just means I haven't had the ability to actually get their stories to be able to upload for you guys. I also want to address some questions that were sent to me in messages. I wish I knew how to bring the questions up on a video, but I don't know how to do that because I'm not that talented. I'm really not that tech savvy, so I will kind of try to quote one of the questions. I don't remember it word for word, but one of the questions was asking me what made me start uploading, so I figured I should probably answer that one. I didn't answer in the message because I was like, I can just answer that in a video, so if it doesn't get answered, it doesn't get asked of me again, because it was sent in a message and not a comment. So to answer the question as to why I started uploading these, the answer is simple: because I love these stories and I want to share them. But I guess I can go into a little more depth because there's actually a lot more behind it than just that. I used to be in a similar boat to some of you who do watch my channels, who have either downloaded these games and read a few of the characters, or at least read the prologue, but were unable to actually buy the stories because of adulting or financial situations, which I totally understand because I've been there. So I want to be able to send up videos and show people how much these stories are, how much fun they are. And to me, when I was in a similar boat financially where I couldn't get the stories, I always came to YouTube to see some of the stories, or to read a few of the characters that I absolutely wanted to read. And I just fell in love with it. I was so happy that people were nice enough to share these stories, because I know there are a lot of people out there who do play these games but don't want to share it because they're like, oh, I want to keep this to myself, or oh, I don't see the point of sharing it with other people because they can just go buy it themselves. But that's not always the case, and I know that I know that there's not always the case that, oh, they can just buy it themselves, because not everybody has the money to go out and buy them. I know some of them, some of the people who have subscribed here are also still teenagers and don't have a means to buy the stories, but really, really want to read them because the stories intrigue them. So I wanted to share with people the stories that I have, because I was in similar shoes once. I mean, when I first started reading Voltage, I was 17 years old, and their first game had just come out, and I was really excited because I am a mass otaku and I love otome games, and I just love visual novels, and it was really, really difficult to find visual novels on the phone. So when Voltage actually became popular and started sending out games, I was all for it, but I didn't have the money to see all the stories. So I ended up watching YouTube to see if people would actually upload stories, and I knew I wanted to do that for others. So that's what got me into it. Is I decided that I wanted to give other people the joy I had when I read these stories. So I decided that, okay, I'm going to upload one and see how people react. And I got a pretty good reaction, which made me extremely happy that I decided to do something and it was actually liked by others. So that is why I started uploading to YouTube. Another question I got asked was, who's my favorite character and why? This is another question I figured I'd answer publicly because why not? And it was a really good question. It's also a really difficult question because I read a lot of the Voltage Inc. games. I don't currently own as many of them as I used to, but I've seriously read a lot of them, especially a lot of the older ones. My very first character, because my favorite character now is different from when I first started, which normally happens because you get different taste in characters, you get different taste in men. Mine wasn't really different taste in men. It was more of I fell in love with my character I'm favorited now because their story intrigued me more, and his backstory and his personality intrigued me more than my first character. But my first character ever for Voltage Inc. happened to be from Be My Princess, and that character was surprisingly Glenn. I loved Glenn. I loved Prince Glenn. I loved his story. He was the youngest one from Be My Princess, and if I still had that, I would totally upload his story because his story is adorable, and he was my absolute favorite character when I first started with Voltage. He's still in my top 5. He will never get out of my top favorites, but he is not number 1 anymore. He's actually I think he's number 4. Yeah, he's number 4 in my ranking of favorite characters. But my absolute favorite character from all Voltage Inc. games, and this is including the party versions, not just the pay versions, including the party versions, my absolute favorite character ever is actually Tokugawa Ieyasu from Samurai Love Ballad Party. I like the sadistic ones. I don't really understand why, but I do, which is probably why Scorpio's also in my top 10, because he's also sadistic and kind of an asshole, and pardon the language because I know some of you are underage, but that's literally the word to describe Tokugawa Ieyasu from Samurai Love Ballad Party and for Scorpio from Star-Crossed Myth. They're both massive a-holes. So that is my top favorite character, Tokugawa Ieyasu. My second favorite is Takeda Shingen, also from Samurai Love Ballad Party. That's the story I got to read anyway, because my absolute favorite character they don't have a story for, and that's a completely different topic. So I really do only have top 5. I have a top 10, but my top 5 are Tokugawa Ieyasu from Samurai Love Ballad Party, along with Takeda Shingen from Samurai Love Ballad Party. My number 3 is Ichthys from Star-Crossed Myth. My number 4 is Glenn from Be My Princess. And my 5, My 5 is really difficult. Sometimes it switches. I guess it just switches depending on my mood. So it's kind of a tie. But my top 5 is between Zigglavie from Star-Crossed Myth and Saizo Kirigakuri from Samurai Love Ballad Party. I know that most of my favorites come from the same games, but it's most likely because of the stories that they have with them. My tie between Saizo and Zigglavie is very complicated because Saizo's story himself is very complicated, and sometimes I like him and sometimes I don't, because he's one of those wishy-washy characters I just don't know how I should feel about. So that will answer my favorite character, because I don't have a absolute number one, because I can't choose between them. If I had all 5 of them, well, technically 6 of them standing in front of me as real life people, I probably wouldn't be able to choose which one to go to if they all asked me to go with them. I'd try to tear myself apart so each one of them got a part of me to go, which is kind of disgusting, but I wouldn't really be able to pick one, because I love them all. But I guess if forced to pick one, oh Jesus, if I was forced to pick one, oh my God, I don't know if any of you guys have this problem, but if I was forced to pick one, I don't know, I'd probably turn them all down because I'm kind of a jerk. Which means I'd probably end up being taken. Ieyasu would probably just not give me a choice. He'd probably just drag me off. So I guess I'd probably go with Ieyasu because I don't want to die. So Ieyasu would definitely probably be my number one because he scares me. And if he was a real life person, I would be too scared to deny him. So he's scarier than Nobunaga. Whew. Yeah. So that's my number favorite, Tokugawa Ieyasu. And the version from Samurai Love Ballad is who I'm talking about, because the one in Sakura Among the Mist is a bit nicer. He's a bit more placid, and I don't like it. I don't like that version of him. I like the cruel version. I guess I'm just weird. Alright, so I'm going to cover one more question because I just keep rambling on these questions, and I don't want this video to be super duper long and bore you guys all. But the third question is, how did they word this? I wish I could pull it up, but I don't know if I could pull it up. I might be able to pull it up. Nope, I don't, nope. Alright. I don't remember the wording for the third one, but it was something about what my favorite game for Voltage was and if I would ever upload for it. I think that was along the lines of how I don't remember how they worded, but I'm pretty sure that was the gist of it, because that's how I took it. But how I want to answer that is I don't have a favorite game, because I like most of them. I can tell you which one I don't like, and I don't like Love Letter to a Thief. I know that might surprise a lot of you because it's supposedly one of their most popular ones, but I do not like Love Letter to a Thief. And the main reason is because a lot of the characters look like characters stolen from some of their other games, the hacker dude, whose name I can't remember off the top of my head, is literally the same animated character from My Forged Wedding, and it just annoys me. It's the same drawing but with a different name, and I don't like it. So I didn't really like Love Letter with a Thief. So I don't really have a favorite, but I can definitely tell you that that's my least favorite. I mean, I'll upload it. I mean, if I was asked to upload it, I would definitely download it and upload it because I want you guys to be able to enjoy these stories. But I can tell you flat out, it is not a personal favorite of mine. And it probably never will be, because I just don't like it. I think it's bland, and I think it kind of cheated from the other games before it. That's just my personal opinion, though. So if you guys like it, I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend you. It's just, that's my personal opinion on it. I don't really have a favorite, though, because there's just so many good ones. But I guess if I had to choose, it would be a tie between Samurai Love Ballad Party and, oh, Jesus. I think Samurai Love Ballad Party would probably be my absolute favorite Voltage game. Mostly because I'm in love with all the characters, and I'm hoping that they come out with a new set of 6, because they currently have 12 characters out. All 12 samurai are out. I kind of want them to be like the version that is in Japan, because all Voltage games are actually written originally in Japanese and are converted into English versions of it. So in Japan, there's actually 6 more characters for Samurai Love Ballad, and they're all, not all, but most of them are ninjas, and I really wish that they would come to the US because I really, 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 really want to read one of those characters because I'm like in love with that character. But I can't read the story, so I can't say he's my favorite character because I don't know anything about him other than what has been shown with Samurai Love Ballad already, and that is Hotaru, and Hotaru is Saizo Kirogakuri's younger brother, and I'm just in love with him. So I honestly hope that Voltage does that. So I guess if there is an absolute favorite game by Voltage, it is Samurai Love Ballad Party. And so those are the questions I will answer because I keep rambling. Anyway, so now to get to the main point of this update video, because I'm so bad at rambling, the next 2 characters to be uploaded. They are decided, they have been finalized, and so here they are. The first one of the 2 is Irresistible Mistakes, and the character is Toma. I had a lot more requests for Toma than I did Toshiaki, and that is most likely because Toshiaki already has videos uploaded here on YouTube. I mean, if you guys still want me to upload him, I will upload him in the future. But for this next one, I'm going to upload Toma because Toma just came out like last week. Actually, a week before last week, I believe. And I got his story. So, he's not been out long enough to have a lot of videos uploaded to YouTube. So I'm pretty excited to be able to do that. So Toma was decided because more people requested him, and personally, I like Toma more than Toshiaki. Toshiaki's story is just sad. It makes me cry. But it's a good story. It just makes me cry. And I don't like stories that make me cry, which is funny because my favorite character from Starcrossed Myth is Ichthys. And if you guys have read Ichthys, you would know why what I just said was funny. Alright, so that's the first character that's going to be uploaded is Toma from Irresistible Mistakes. And then the other character is Douai from Starcrossed Myth. Why it's Douai and not Ichthys when Ichthys is my favorite is actually because Douai is less popular. Like, Ichthys is even more popular than Douai, which is odd because not many people that I know of that I've asked about who have played these games have ever chosen Ichthys or Douai. Most of the time when I hear about Starcrossed Myth, I hear people talking about Scorpio or Teo or Leo, and that's like the top 3 characters, but I always wonder, what about Hugh or Dewey or Douai, however you want to say his name. I'm just going to call him Dew, alright? We're just going to call him Dew. What about Dew and Hugh and Ichthys? I mean, those are the first 6 right there, and they always talk about the top 3, which is Leon, Scorpio, and Teo, and it makes me sad because you're underestimating the other 9 characters that are on this game. So I will be uploading Douai because I own Douai's story. If I owned more people from the second prologue, I would gladly upload a second prologue. But currently I only own Ziglavie for him, and I don't want to upload Ziglavie's story yet because I'm not ready to reread that story. That story just hurt me. Like, it hurt my heart. It melted me to pieces. So I will do his story later on if requested. Otherwise, I might keep him to myself because I know that there's already a video of him uploaded. But that will conclude our video because I keep rambling, and if I don't go now, this video will be like half an hour long of me just talking about random stuff. So those are the characters that have been decided, which is Toma from Irresistible Mistakes and Douai from Starcrossed Myth. If your characters have not been decided, I once again apologize and can promise you that they will be uploaded in the near future. Probably after these 2 videos because I will be getting paid probably next week, which I will also be doing next week if I have hit 50 subscribers. So next week I will be doing a comment challenge. I'll ask a question and or give a little test, and whoever answers, honestly, there will be a ranking prize. Whoever messages me, I will have to do it in messages. I don't know. I don't know how I'll do it yet, but I will do some kind of little trivia or something like that for one of you subscribers to win a prize from me. When that time comes, I will tell you what the prize will be in the video, disclaiming that for you, my subscribers. So I look forward to that, and I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. So thank you guys again for watching my channel, and if you're not already subscribed, please do. If you don't have to, but please do. Send a like, and I will see you in my next videos.